All right. Welcome, everybody, to another live and amplified livecast. I'm your host, Tom Quiet, and we are back at it again with another amazing podcast. It is still day 5 of the 25 days of Christmas. It is a double header, so if you were hanging out with us last last episode about an hour and a half ago, this is a second part to that fun. We have Jennifer Alvarado joining us right now. How's it going today, Jennifer? Oh, I think her.
Good. Thanks for having me back.
You cut out like
Am I
like as
there?
soon as I introduced
Hey.
you, you cut out. I was just like, oh no, dang it. But
Oh, wonderful farmland. Okay.
yeah, it happens. So how are things going?
Yeah. Good. Busy. I mean, it's the holiday season and I'm a worship pastor, so it's that crazy time of year that you have all of the cantatas and all the other stuff happening and you're trying to focus. But
I
yeah, so between shows and that, it's been a little nuts, but that's okay.
I feel that.
Tis
I
the
feel it.
season.
I feel that way too much. Luckily it's all kind of revolving around music, and it's a good thing all in all. So oh
Definitely. Definitely.
wow, there's a really bad delay. Hold on a minute.
Oh no. Of course there is.
Okay, I think it's better now.
Okay.
Mm,
You sure?
nope, nope,
No.
nope.
No.
It's about a 5 second delay. That's really bad.
Oh goodness. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me see what I can do, if
Okay.
anything.
I mean, if worst comes to worst,
Okay.
log off and log back in.
And log back in.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
And
want me to do that now and just try it? Okay.
yeah. Let's
I'll
go
be
ahead and
right
try
back.
that. But all right, y'all. Sorry about that. Technical issues. Maybe it's on my. Is it on my end? Because that would be very bad. No. Okay. I think we're good. All right. All right. Let's see how this one goes. Let's.
I know.
I think it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only like a little bit of a delay, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Welcome to Vale, North Carolina, the farmland.
It happens. It really does. It's actually kind of funny. After we had our last interview back in October, I interviewed for a job in Greenville, North Carolina.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it was just kind of funny because I had a nice little run of North Carolina interviews, and then I got a call for a job in North Carolina. I was like, oh, that's very funny and interesting. So,
Yeah. Greenville's great. I mean, that would be a good place to go.
yeah, sure. Oh, so we'll try and keep this one as we'll try and keep this as consistent as we can with the delay and whatnot. But how so? How are things been going for you? Obviously, we talked a little bit about uh, before we had to jump off about being busy with Christmas season for work and your regular job, your music, and all that stuff. But how's the music been going?
Good. So right now I'm back and forth to Nashville like every other week at this point, and I'm doing writers rounds up there and other little shows, and so that's been great. Just being able to, get up there consistently and meet people, and I think that that's a huge asset because you get other people's kind of um just their advice on stuff, and you realize like you're not alone in this, because it can be very, especially as an independent artist, it can feel very alone at times and very like, what am I doing here? Um, and so it's good to have that network of people to kind of know that, like, hey, I'm not crazy. Like, everybody's dealing with this or whatever the case is. So that's really been my focus the past little while, is just trying to meet new people, trying to do more co-writes with new people, um, because I think all of that helps you grow and be better in what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, speaking like while obviously it's the Christmas season, we're here for a very special reason of it being Christmas music. Let's jump right into your new single, "Love Came Down." That is it's an original
Okay.
song you released, right?
It is. I wrote it a couple years back, for another project that I was part of, and it was one of those songs that I wanted it a certain way. Like, I had it in my head how I felt like it should be
Hmm.
and presented. But when you're working with other people, and they're releasing it, there's a little bit of, I guess, a discrepancy. Like, people have their own opinions, and so I really, even when we were working on it then, knew that at some point I wanted to release it and do it my way, and the way that I kind of had set in my mind
Yeah,
to do. And so that was very,
yeah,
just, that was great to be able to have that chance to be able to go and do that, and feel like it's kind of complete now.
for sure, for sure. So what is the story behind "Love Came Down"?
Honestly, it's just the story of Christmas, and I think the biggest thing with Christmas is that, this child that we talk about, Jesus, he came down, but it wasn't just, um, for a Christmas story. It was for our salvation. It was the fact, it was this love that God had for us, that he would send his son down to die on a cross eventually, um, so that we could be free from all of our sin and all of our stuff. So it's really just outlining that story, and the idea of, what happens when heaven and earth collide in that moment, and everything changed.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. And you said this has been a song kind of in the works for a good minute now, but it's also the first single for an upcoming project that you'll release fully next year.
Yes, yes. So I really wanted to kind of set the tone of what I want with my Christmas project for next year. And so the sound that you hear, that kind of down home, I want it to feel like you could have pulled these instruments together and just sat down in your living room, and kind of sang with your family with this. And so that's really, if you look back at my other stuff has a lot of guitars, a lot of,
Mm.
like, rock elements, that kind of stuff, and I wanted this to really feel like down home, just in the South, sitting together singing these songs and enjoying Christmas.
For sure, for sure. Now, do you have the entire album done recorded, or is it still kind of in the process of?
No, it's definitely in the process. I
Oh,
do have several songs written,
mm-hmm,
because I want it to be a mixture of some, classics, obviously, because I think, why mess up something that's been perfectly fine? So there's a couple songs that I definitely want to do covers for, that are just classics, and part of, like, just my memories growing up,
mm-hmm.
and songs that I absolutely love. So I definitely want to include those. But I've also written some new ones, and I've done, I guess, new spins on a couple. So hopefully that goes over well, and somebody's not like, "How dare you?" But yeah, I just feel like sometimes you need to try something new. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I 100% agree. And it's also, I think Christmas times that like Chris or well not Christmas time, but Christmas music is kind of that genre where they don't necessarily frown upon like taking creative liberties with covers. You know, kind of because how many songs, how many different
Yeah.
takes of, you know, insert any Christmas song. You know, it's one of those
That
genres where it's just kind of like I think you're fine taking creative liberties and people kind of reward it
I hope so. We'll see what happens.
for sure. So with this single being out, or with Love Came Down as kind of the first song, why'd you kind
Mhm.
of choose that as the benchmark for the album?
I think because that song meant so much to me, and I knew that at some point I would be redoing it, and I thought there's no time like the present to go ahead and do that. And plus, it introduces, I think it introduces people to what I've written in a way, as far as with Christmas music that way.
Mm,
Some of the other songs are more upbeat, and I just wanted to do something that I felt like could almost be a new classic in a way.
mm-hmm,
And my faith means a lot, and so I definitely wanted it to be centered around that, and be
mm,
kind of that first, I guess, first view of this Christmas album. Just because at the heart of it, I want this album to be about hope, and this song to me was the most that kind of went into that category of hope, and this is what God did for us.
gotcha. Um, let's we kind of talked before this that we're going to have you play Love Came Down, so let's kind of jump into that now and let you have it.
Uh-huh.
Give people a listen to
Yeah,
what's a song.
sure. Hopefully you can hear my guitar. Innocent baby, sleep on the hay as the angels sing. Mary gave thanks, all God had done. Life would never be the same. Across the desert, traveling afar, wise men came on a winning star. Love came down one starry night in a child redemption night. Heaven and earth collide as love conquered sin that night. The hope of all the world, behold the perfect Lamb. Heaven's near, salvation's here, love came down. The shepherds gave gifts, the souls stood amazed, for God had sent His Son. They fell to their knees and offered praise for the glory of the One. In the lowest of places, unfit for a king, God humbled Himself, and the world was redeemed. When love came down one starry night in the time redemption night, and heaven and earth collide as love conquered sin that night. The hope of all the world, behold the perfect Lamb. Heaven's salvation's here, love came down. fit for a king. God humbled himself, and the world was redeemed. When love came down one starry night, in a child redemption night, and heaven and earth collide. Love conflicts in that night. The hope of all the world. Behold the perfect Lamb. Heaven's salvation's here. Love came down. And heaven's near. Salvation's here. When love came down.
Awesome, awesome. That was Love Came Down. Really enjoyed that song. It's really captures the essence of Christmas. So I appreciate you playing that for us. Um, so Love
Yeah.
Came Down. You mentioned that it's been in the works for a little bit. Have Are you looking at possibly doing like a music video for it, kind of leading into next year, or do you think another song kind of wants more for like visual elements?
Probably another song for the visual. I really want sort of an upbeat song for the
Hmm.
visual. I I don't know. There's so many songs that I have out that I'm not good with making music videos. I'm just not. Like, I have Filthy Water and that's like it.
Hmm.
So that is one thing that I want to focus on in 2023 is actually getting some of these visual elements out there because
Yeah.
it is I still feel like even though we've moved away from the age of like MTV and all
Hmm.
that, like that stuff is still very useful and it's one of those elements that I love. And so, yeah, I just need to make better time of getting stuff together as far as that goes. So I definitely I would consider it, but I probably want to do a music video for more of an upbeat song
For sure,
when the
for sure.
time comes.
Gotcha. So Love Came Down. It is on available on all the streaming platforms and all that fun stuff. And then, do you have
Yep.
a tentative release date for the album, or is that still kind of just next year around the holidays?
It'll be November. Yeah, it'll be November of next year probably. I do have Songbird Part 2 that's probably gonna come out, early February of
Hmm.
next year, because I am working on that. I've got a few songs left to mix on that, and then
Hmm.
we'll move forward.
Gotcha. Because I know we had talked about Songbird Volume 2 or Part 2 when we had you on in October. I think we had talked about that. We talked about Part 1 for sure, but
Yeah, I'm pretty
I'm
sure
a,
we did.
so no,
Yes.
that's cool that you're staying busy. What's your obviously you've got everything with the church and all the quintanas and all that stuff. Um,
Yeah.
what's your show schedule looking like for your own personal music? Are you slowing down a little bit during the Christmas season, or are you picking up?
My well, okay. When I first was thinking about December, I was like, I think I'm going to take December off. Like,
Hmm.
I have all this other stuff going on. I'm going to take it off. And that didn't happen. So, with that said, I am going to take probably like the last, probably the first week of January. Like that's kind of off. Like, I have
Hmm.
that, like, you know, anyway, cleared.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing at least 2 or 3 shows a week right now. So I have a show in Nashville at Nash House on Tuesday actually. And then I've got several other shows in North Carolina around this area. And then I'll be back in Nashville for like a girls' night out show,
Hmm.
which will be me and 5 other female artists
Oh, nice.
on December 29th. It's a Thursday. So it's at the Cobra. So yeah, definitely if anybody's in Nashville, come on out.
For sure. How long of a drive is it to Nashville for you?
Oh, on a good day, about five 5 hours and 45 minutes, six
Okay,
hours
that's not
roughly.
that's not too
So
bad.
I drive up there and then do my show and come home.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely made similar trips pretty consistently. So 5, 6 hours, that's
Yep.
pretty good. And then figure in any traffic,
Yeah.
probably about 7.
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
um, and you said you're going to Nashville a couple times a month.
Tuesday.
What?
Oh, well, I've been going. Honestly, this month I'm going every single week. So yeah, but usually it's like every other week. But
Gotcha.
yes, I am there every week. Yeah, this month.
Hey, hey, staying busy. That's good though. Like, I mean, you're already busy, but staying extra busy,
Yeah,
I guess. So since it is the holiday
I love
seasons,
it,
what?
so I'm not complaining.
Gotcha. So since it is the holiday seasons, what are your holiday plans?
Definitely having some time with family. I won't. We have family that comes in and stays with us during the holidays, and so that's always fun. So getting to see them, and then also just taking time to really just think about being grateful and the fact that I'm able to do this because so many people are out there like busting their butt to be able to do music, and they may have 2 3 jobs trying to get it done, and I feel very lucky that I'm able to pursue it and have, be able to do my favorite things every single day. So to just take time to be grateful, I think is a huge part of this season.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Um, and then kind of moving forward for 2023, you said you got Songbird Part Two, or is it Part 2 or Volume 2?
Part two.
Okay, I never know how to kind of like jump in if it's Volume 2, Part 2, whatever. But
It doesn't matter.
I got that. That's fair. What's kind of 2023 looking like as you approach the release of that? Are you just going to consistently play shows, or are you going to kind of once that new year hits, you're going to just kind of buckle down and try and finish the album or the next? Yeah,
Definitely buckling down and finishing that. That's a huge thing. But right now I'm booked pretty much up through April, end of April.
well,
And so and then I have dates throughout the end of 2023. So I'm basically just trying to get all of 2023 planned
hmm,
so that I can go ahead and schedule in time to get the music done too. And I'm wanting to go other places this year that I've pretty much stayed around South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee this year. And so I'm looking at California for next year. I'm looking at Texas. And so I just kind of want to keep moving.
yeah, for sure. I get that. Well, if you have a show beginning of March in Nashville, let me know because I've already put this on record
Uh-huh.
several times. I'm going to put it
Okay.
on record more. I will be there either the first or second
Okay.
weekend of March. Yeah, got to kind of. There's a music festival that happens
Okay.
in Florida that I usually go to, and I've kind of told myself that after
Yeah.
that festival, I'm going to go up to Nashville for a few days.
Nice.
Yeah, which
Okay.
is
I will definitely keep you apprised of my schedule.
for sure. Because it's just one of those things. It's very funny about um, how like when I make trips, I like to squeeze in as much as I can. I'm not one to like, oh, I'm gonna go spend a
Yes.
week in Florida. No, I'm gonna go spend like 4 days in Florida and then drive and go spend 3 days somewhere else because I can't take more than a week off at a time. So,
Yeah.
but so yeah,
No, I get it. Yeah.
for sure. All right, so we're going to shake it up a little bit. we played rapid fire
Okay.
randomness the last time you were on. So we're going to do
Uh
the
huh.
same thing, except it's going to be I'm going to modify the questions because there's not really a rapid fire Christmas edition. So I'm going to
Okay.
modify the questions with a Christmas twist as best as I can while I'm sitting here thinking
Okay.
about it. So
Okay.
here we go. Rapid fire Christmas edition. What's something that you nerd out about during the holiday season?
Oh. Um. I have no idea. Nerd out about. I guess my advent calendar.
Cool. If without saying money, during the holiday season, if you snapped your fingers, what would you like to appear in front of you?
My grandmother.
If you haven't picked out a name for it already, what is the name of your upcoming Christmas album? Or what do you think it could be, I guess?
Down home Christmas.
What is one place that you are truly happy on during Christmas?
Church.
Would you rather Actually, I'm going to just ask this one straight up because it could work at any point. Would you rather never lose
Okay.
your wallet or never lose your phone?
Oh, never lose my wallet.
That's fair. Um, and then, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
I just watched it. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Nice. That first one is good. I tried to sit down and watch the weird second one with cousin Eddie and the where they're
Uh-huh.
trapped on the island or something. No, not
Yeah,
good.
no, no.
Uh, and then final question: if your personality were a holiday drink, what would it be?
Eggnog.
Fair.
But probably no alcohol in it. It would just be plain old eggnog.
What do you say with no alcohol in it?
Because I feel like alcohol gives it that edge, and I don't know that I'm just like old faithful. So I'm like, I don't know, just drink the eggnog. I guess I may put some ginger ale in it so that it doesn't upset anybody's stomach.
That's fair. Very fair. I've actually never had eggnog. I think I need to try and give it a try one of these years.
I actually hate eggnog. Like I
Re-
think it's disgusting, but I had it I had it one time with ginger ale mixed in. That's why I said that. And like I could tolerate it. Like it was actually like I thought it was pretty good.
Really? Okay. I might have to give it a try though,
Mhm.
just because I've never had it. So, um,
Yeah.
but but yeah. So that was our Christmas edition of Rapid Fire Randomness. It is what it is at this point.
Okay.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to spin this into a Christmas question, but we'll figure it out. So, um,
I
so I
think
don't want to.
it worked. I think it
Yeah,
worked well.
thank you. I appreciate that. Um, so for anybody that wants to check out your music or interact with you on social, where's the best place to do that?
My website is jenniferalvarado.com, but you can also look me up on Instagram, Jennifer Alvarado Music, or Spotify, or all of those. I'm just under Jennifer Alvarado if you're looking for the music. But yeah, definitely connect with me on social media, either Facebook, Jen Music 12, or Jennifer Alvarado Music on TikTok or Instagram. And I'd love to talk with you.
For sure, for sure. And I say from personal experiences, she's very active on Instagram. Yep, that's the platform I use the most. That's
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so Jennifer, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been an absolute blast. Sorry the internet got a little glitchy at points and the lag, but hopefully it
No,
didn't
that
bore
that
people
is
too
my
much.
end. That is not you.
It's all good. It's all good. But once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you, Jennifer. Thank you for sticking in, everybody. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. If we don't see you again this season, Jennifer, we'll stay in contact. Other than that, y'all have a good night.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good
Cool.
night.